This lady's name is Victoria Everest, and apparently she did some naughty things. Some dude approached her that knew her, and they started talking. He was recording, and she didn't know.
I think you shouldn't go past 31 doing the toxic stuff. Yeah, because it's too much energy you're investing out.
That's what the therapist was saying yesterday. It was like, is it not exhausting? Yeah. And I'm like, it's not though.
So you're gonna live. You've done for 5 years hurting men. You enjoy it, and you're gonna keep going.
They're talking right now for everyone's about her putting a false grape allegation on a man, and that's what she says is not exhausting.
You're doing other things, you know what I mean? So that's one thing. Two, in all reality, you yourself with a fake charge. You're gonna have to put in energy to get a fake charge across. But if it doesn't go according to plan, it will bounce back on you, and it'll be obviously they will have medical.
I've done all this. There's evidence. I've given him my clothes. He banged me with. Like we had sex, and he's denying that he was even there.
How can you do that if you got arrested in your house?
No, so one was for an occasion where he left.
Yeah.
The other time he was there, but he claimed that we didn't have sex, but there was evidence to say that we have.
You can.
I don't care. I want to take him to the cleaners, babe.
Yeah, but this is what I thought about. This is what I was saying. I thought about him.
You know why I hate him? Because he's so much like me, and it annoys me.
You caught that line? He's so much like me that I hate him.
I want to take him to the cleaners, babe.
Let's take that in for a second. There's more. There's a lot more to this. And if you aren't aware, Victoria Everest is a huge fitness influencer. I think she involves herself in juicing and things like fasting. So she's got a big following.
Your skill is that you can detect a victim you want and rate them. That's what you do. You enjoy doing that. Rape charge doesn't mean you've got a victim involved.
No, it doesn't.
It just means
I've just got one over. That's all.
Yeah, but it means you got desperate that you weren't able to hurt him. You pulled a fake rape. You know what I'm saying? So
that's still gonna hurt him. He hates that. And the thing is, he's gonna go out continuing to fuck up girls' lives. Yeah. With an assault charge. He'll think twice about what he does next time when he meets the next girl.
Yeah, fair enough.
Think
but
twice
it's
about
a fake charge. So what do you want from that though?
So what? The guy lies for a living. Let him have a taste of his own medicine. Let him continue lying for a living. That's what he does. He spins stories and sells dreams for a living. End of. So when a story spun on him, let him swallow that pill.
Yeah, so it's explicit. She's clearly admitting the fact that she's faking this story.
I mean, we could have a conversation about it.
It's not a game. I'm done. I've pulled back. I've done what I've done. I've played my move. I've moved on.
But you weren't able to. Oh my God. The way you usually like to hurt men, you weren't able to hurt him.
Well, I did, because in the relationship, I continued to cheat on him.
All right. Okay, so I'm going to play the second clip because we're not done.
You enjoy hurting men in ways that they couldn't possibly imagine. Yeah, it's something you get a satisfaction out. It's a toxic trait. It's narcissistic. Like,
you know what the biggest pain?
Let me finish.
Yeah,
let me explain. Yeah, it's a narcissistic thing, but that's your thing. You look for victims, rope them in, you break them emotionally, mentally, financially. You weren't able to do that with Denzel.
I did do that.
Okay, so if you were able to break him, why file a fake charge? How does that?
Even me, like, imagine, he lived in my yard, fed, watered, clean, fucked, The love that I gave him was unconditional in that time. To then pull the carpet from under your feet like that alone, losing the best thing that's ever happened to you. Like, he's never lived the way he's lived.
By a fake charge, by a lie.
That was just the icing on the cake, babe.
Icing on the cake.
I told you this one kind of crazy. We're gonna keep going.
That was neither here or there. That was just the principle thing. I want him to spend New Year's in a jail cell for 3 days, and I did it. Yeah, that's how he started his New Year's. I started my New Year's on a private island in a $7,000 a night hotel with my son.
Based on that false accusation.
I don't care. It tastes of his own medicine. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's a principle thing. He thought he could get away with shit and not have to swallow no medicine. Like, the thing is, he always thinks he's always got the upper hand and won over. That's his thing, and I just need to make him recognise that he hasn't. Whether it's fake or not, it's irrelevant. He lives his life off fakeness. That's what he does. The guy's a tramp. He hasn't got a license. He hasn't got a car. He's got nothing to his name. Telling me he's got a railway company, doesn't pay taxes. He's not on a limit. Like, the guy's whole life is a fraud. But I literally fell for it. Yeah.
I just have to ask. So you hate how fake he is. He doesn't have any things he claimed. But why was he living with you then? If he has a house, why is he living with you? Huh? Like when you guys discover someone's a complete fraud and you guys let them move into your house and everything, like, how does that happen? I don't understand. Can you explain that to me? If a girl told me she had a job and then she came back and found out she's not in a job in 5 years, like, bitch, you're done to me. You should know that pretty early on too, so I don't get it.
He can't touch me. He can't come near me.
No, I'll make sure that I'll pattern that anyway. That's a fact.
He can't do that. Like, the thing is, it was my mistake for even messing with him in the first place, for even entertaining it. And I told you, last year was one of the biggest lessons for me. I shouldn't have
Do you
touched it.
Even after 15, you've had a long 10. Yep.
I don't know why this is in.
Why is
But this is the best part for sure. I wanted to make sure she finishes her set. So good for her.
I'm not Jamaican,
Okay.
but there's some things that you can only say in patois. Born hypocrite fi dead, dead me tell you. What?
And she's done this to other men. He's referencing a specific dude, but she's mentioned the fact that she did it to other men. And this thing, she says, like,
I'm just as shallow as he is.
she doesn't get the sentence out completely, but she says something along the lines of, yeah, but the one time I decided to tell the truth and be real with a guy, this happens to me. So that means to all the other dudes, she's a complete garbage piece of shit. Mm-hmm. And she also admits to cheating on him a bunch of times.
Yeah.
So she also did scam another man. This is an older man. He's a doctor who does a lot of raw foods related content, very popular. She helped him with his social media, helped grow his brand, and start taking over a lot. And then he ended up suffering some consequences.
All this time, I'm like, where is the money? What's going on? Payout, you know, I see so much is cut. Oh, the money cannot be touched. It's all secure. I'm managing the whole thing. You know, we can't take anything out till the end of the program. So, you know, midway through all of this, I'm starting to realize now, oh shit, I got scammed. The minute I changed all the passwords and everything, and I went to change my password in Instagram, I noticed a post.
Between Jason and her?
Between Jason and her. She was communicating to him in my person, like it's me.
Gotcha, okay.
With him.
Okay.
I have it.
Yeah.
So that's one thing she didn't get to clean up before I changed and locked her out.
Okay.
So she doesn't even know that I've seen that.
Right.
She doesn't know anything. I have not told her anything. I'm displeased with you.
Right.
You fucked me up. Nothing
Right.
like that. I just bang, 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 just cut all communication.
She had already changed all the financials to run through her bank accounts and everything for her. So what ends up happening is that she gets all the money from the programs and everything that's involved in terms of like raw food programs and coaching and things like that. And she just took the vast majority of it and scammed them out of the money.
Today, we are joined by somebody that has gone viral the last couple of days for something very controversial and very sensitive to a lot of people. She is here today to discuss her side of the story.
I'm in the middle of a 21-day juice fast, which has really just allowed me to just not react to things that are being said online, but really just respond with truth and clarity. So I'm super, super grateful for this opportunity to set the record straight.
Well, the moment she did that, I thought of you right away. I swear to God, that's why I edited that way. Just her face when she does this shit. I don't know why. This is like the fakest thing.
Yes.
What is it?
I don't know, man. Sometimes people be like,
Yes, that's it. What is that? What is that?
I don't know.
Do that again.
how you do? I don't know. They tasting their own self. I don't know what it is.
Obviously, there's been a lot of conversation surrounding you and this leaked video online. Let's kind of start by, I think what we need to kind of clarify is your relationship with men, first and foremost, because certain things that you were saying in the video kind of showed that you don't like men. So kind of talk me through that. Like, what's your relationship or your view towards men holistically?
So just to give you a bit of context, my mum's Turkish, my father's Nigerian. I was born and raised in London. Both my parents came to the UK as immigrants back in the 80s. My mum actually couldn't speak any English. Turkish was our main spoken language at home. And I actually ended up learning English at school. My relationship with my father was a very interesting one. He was a well-renowned journalist, had a publication called Business in Africa magazine, and I was his princess. I had a very, very close relationship with him growing up until the age of 12, when he then moved to South Africa to pursue his business and his career. And at that point, things really changed for me. The
reason I'm letting it play because it's a big old sob story where she talks about her dad, her mom, and it takes a long time before they get to the grape alligator. But let's listen to her feel bad about what she did.
Going into my teenage years, not having my father present, losing I would say losing my best friend. I looked up to my dad so much. We spent so much time together, even though he wasn't there physically. He still.
Can we do something? 2 seconds. Like, imagine I just graped somebody. I get an interview, still dripping, and they're asking me questions. They're like, "What led you to force yourself?"
I really love my mom,
and she didn't pack any Lunchables for me. I asked this random lady if she would pack some Lunchables, and she said no. And I said, I disagree. I don't think we would ever afford vast majority of criminals all these lengthy interviews. And just think about how narcissistic she has to be to use the memory of her late father to get out of being accountable for this. Listen, my father passed away when I was relatively young. It affected me. If you think I'm fucking mentioning that shit to get out of trouble, you are fucking crazy. I would never disrespect his memory that way. And so, me just listening to this sob story, you have to be pretty fucking pathetic to use the dead for why you're fucked up, in my opinion.
I think definitely played a burden on me for sure.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm really sorry.
Why are you laughing?
No, it's subtle.
What is
it's
it?
really subtle.
What is it? Tell me.
I'm sorry for your loss. It's really subtle.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
She fell pregnant. They decided they were going to get married and have a child. I think that's really when my struggles with...
I know who interviewed
It's
this.
the eyes.
How's this bitch trying to lie to me right now?
I witnessed the most horrific acts of domestic. I'm talking, my mum was regularly beaten black and blue. Growing up, I ended up really resenting, because I had no control. As a teenager, I had no control. I had no way of protecting my mum. And I thought, definitely at the time, maybe I can seek safety and comfort on the streets. And that's what I did. I got taken in by the streets. And
I got you.
You know when you...
Sorry, I just...
Was that the My Hips Don't Lie? Well, yours does. Anyways, you know when you try to you try to trigger a cry, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It sounds like if I push it enough,
tears.
if I push it enough, maybe it's gonna and it never happened.
So let's talk about the video.
But given the size and scale of my account, I'm not the person that always is behind running my account. So the video was sent to me. And my first response to the video was that this has been edited, this is fake. And that's what I said to my team. So they then took that and said it was AI. When I realized that they put out it was AI, I deleted the story immediately. And, then went forward with saying it's a very, very real video. It's just been, it's a 7-minute video that's been edited specifically to show me in a particular light,
So she's addressing her initial response, because in her initial response, she claimed that it was fake and AI. But apparently now she's saying her team posted that with how to... I'm going to be super honest with y'all. I don't believe that.
People that got teams, we know some of them, right?
Can you see that?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on there. Okay. So it's got my team's number on there.
Also, in a crisis like this, you are very peculiar, very particular about what comes out. You're very involved. You have to be, because now your name is being smirched. She's trying to pretend like, oh yeah, someone's putting a false... Yeah, it's edited. And they just put that out without her consent. I don't believe that for a second.
Someone would put a video like that about me. My first response was not, hey, team, take care of that. What?
Absolutely.
What did those abusive relationships look like? What did you experience?
Being vulnerable enough to take people for face value, the manipulation. When I look back at that video, because, I've watched it a couple times, and just to set the record straight, that video was filmed almost 10 years ago.
Filmed 5 years ago. It was filmed by someone who approached her and did so because his friend got a false allegation from her. So he did this as a solid to him. The reason why he didn't put it out right away, because a lot of people are going to wonder, was because the man that was being falsely accused, he wanted this in case it was ever needed in court. He didn't want it out in the public because he didn't want his name associated with any kind of big public incident. And if the video came out, it doesn't really matter if it's a false allegation. It could impact his ability to work because he was teaching football to kids. Even if something is a provable false allegation, it doesn't really matter that much because your name is still associated with a scandal. And that's a bad look for people in a professional setting.
And who I was speaking about in that video wasn't arrested and wasn't prosecuted.
So I'm so sorry. I'm just going to cut you because you said the person in the video that you were referring to was not prosecuted, was not arrested, was not charged.
In the video, you said he spent some time in jail.
I want him to spend New Year's in a jail cell for 3 days. And I did it, yeah. That's how he started his New Year's.
So she had the whole process initiated, had called the police, he went to jail. You can retract it.
He wasn't charged, he didn't go to jail. And actually the video was provided to the police. And because the video was provided to the police, he managed to get away with those charges. And as a result...
What?
Why did she? No, wait. Wait. So that's why this didn't go public. It was used as evidence and it got him off, right? So wait, it got him off. And now she's trying to use it like, I don't even know why they're trying to make me sound like this bad person. Like, he didn't even go to jail. He didn't go to jail because that video exists, bitch.
C'est sûr, c'est niaise, man.
You know, that's like somebody getting caught for attempted murder and they're like, why are they acting like I killed somebody?
I was charged, caution, and I had to go on probation, so I have a criminal record. And
well, no,
as you should.
No, she's about to cry.
So I really had to pay the price.
Okay, so
you mean accountability? What are we talking? What is this?
Man, you committed a crime.
Oh my days.
You committed a crime.
Oh my days.
What are we talking about? Oh hell no,
bro.
I need to hide my chest from this woman. She might put a case on me,
bro.
That was only, months into the relationship I was discovering these things. I found a secret phone in his car. There was a whole array of women that he was meeting up with, and sleeping with at the same time while he was living in my house.
I also want to mention she was cheating on him during their relationship.
Yes,
so that's also,
she said
both
that.
of them seem like they were fucking dog shit people to be in a relationship.
She admitted it. So
you can leave. This happened 6 months in, but you stay for a year and a half. Like, that's on you, stupid. If someone shows you they're a piece of shit early on and you stay, that's your problem.
I called the police 19 times because I was a fear of my life.
I can't trust you because you make up shit.
Yeah.
I can't trust you because the way that you're going about this thing right now, you're like, oh, well, why are you looking at me all bad? He didn't even go to jail. He was not even prosecuted because they found the video. They found the video, that's it. Yeah, it's called evidence of you lying.
You stay one thing, that's fine. But like making a false case to get back at him, that has nothing to do with the things that you endured.
100%.
Like, you can claim you're the victim, you stayed for the wrong, that's fine. But this whole false, that's no. He should be in jail for the times he put his hands on you, and you should be in jail for the false rape. Simple.
when did you decide that in order for me to get him back, because that's what you mentioned in the video, that you were going to make this false allegation?
So every single time the police were called, the follow-up was made. There was a non-molestation order. There was a restraining order, so he couldn't, come back to the house. But he would always turn back up at the house, being naive and vulnerable. At the time, I would take him back, believe his lies, and not realizing at the time I was experiencing, what we call today is severe narcissism.
My boy.
If the other videos that we watched from that cell phone didn't exist, these new lies that she's spinning would actually be believable.
My boy. She did not say narcissism that she experienced.
Yeah, because
she did not say
if
that.
you guys go back to watch those videos, you remember that she said she was doing this to get back at him. She wanted to take him to the cleaners. That's why. Now she's saying it's to get away. I want y'all to think, if some man is coming to me privately, all right, my friend, I would not say I'm trying to take them to the cleaners. I would say, I have to keep my kids safe. I have to do all that stuff. She never mentioned any of that in those videos where she didn't know she was being recorded. Now she's got a camera. It's the perfect sob story. There's a justification for everything I did. Before, though, she's like, he's just like me. He's a piece of shit. He's a liar. I normally lie to everyone else, but I told him the truth. Now it's, I got taken in by a con artist.
No, that's not what she said. She said the first time that I'm telling that I'm telling the truth. That's what she. Ain't that what she said? No, my girl, no. Yeah. And then you're gonna spin it off with narcissism.
I say to the person that was recording the video that I'm going to put a stop to this so that he doesn't go and do this to other women.
She does not mention that he put his hands on people, violently touched, whatever. What she mentions in that video is that he's a liar. He keeps lying. He keeps
She's
being
lying.
fake.
She's lying
That's
right
what
now.
she mentions in that video. She does not mention being beat a bunch of times.
Because a woman that's talking about, oh, I want to get him back because he put his hand on me, that's what she would say.
Yeah.
Not like, no, he's a liar. He's
a
as
liar.
bad as me. He's as bad as
She
now.
mentioned the fact
When
that-
she said that, no,
She
she's
mentioned
lying
that
right
he
now.
has like a car or whatever,
She's
that he's
lying.
cheating. So
She's
she's
lying
just
right now.
remixing this whole story.
She's lying right now.
Yeah.
And the reason behind that was like I didn't want anyone else.
Victoria, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to interject here.
Yeah.
So, are you saying that you wanted to get him back because even though you're mentioning things that he's done, I'm still a bit hazy on what he actually did to you?
That's a good question.
Let me move the mic.
It's a good question. Let's find out.
He'd beaten me up in front of. He'd beating me black and blue. It wasn't just my mouth was swollen. I had blood. My eyes. It was just a.
Let me understand this. So he beat you bloody. Your eyes, your lips, your mouth, everything was fucked up. You called the cops 19 times and he never went to jail. Is anyone buying this story?
At the time, my mum was still alive, and she was very much, encouraging me to get the law involved. And
Yeah, this girl using dead people is crazy. I'm sorry. It's actually shameless how she just rolls off her tongue.
You know what this girl is?
Who?
This girl is if On My Mama was a person.
On my mama, on my hood,
I look fly. I look good.
I like that song. Shout out to, is it Victoria Monet?
I don't know who that is.
Good song, good song.
like I said, I could be the one to stop that and change that, not realizing, that we don't have the ability to change anyone. We can only change ourselves. Unfortunately, I was.
What a influencer.
fucked
She hit
up,
me with
man.
that inspirational quote right in the middle of this speech.
Fuck.
It's not only did somebody get away scot-free from the offences that they committed, but I ended up, having a criminal record because of it.
Yeah. That's the first time I see someone say, I had a criminal record because of it. And you know what pisses me off? Is that I know victims, real victims. Not a lying whole bag, real victims. And there's some people in the chat right now that are like, oh, women are like that. Women like, it's not women, it's her. Okay? Because they are real victim out there and they make them look bad.
Abuse that you've endured is horrible, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I'm so sorry that you went through that. But I think it's very important to kind of think about the repercussions that a charge has. Did you think about that? Because, for example, people that go to prison for are, sometimes they get killed because of the allegations. Number one, taking years off of their life for something that they didn't do, and there's a possibility that they could literally die in prison. Did that thought process go through your mind at all?
Hey, listen, this interview might be shot in a weird way, but these questions,
Fire.
they're hitting.
At that time, I'm going to be honest with you, it didn't cross my mind at all. My main thing that was on my mind is keeping myself.
She gonna mention
You
her
said
kid.
you wanted to take him to the cleaners.
No, she said she about to mention her kid again.
I want
Safe and keeping my son safe and making sure that, I don't fall victim to this abuser again. And that the person in that video that was speaking is merely just a shell of the person I am today.
See, okay, I'm gonna give you guys a pro tip at home. If you're gonna apologize to someone and you're sorry about something, don't say, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that, but I'm different today, I'm not that person. Or, I was going through some really tough circumstances. Like, if you go from apologizing for the wrong you did and then immediately start justifying it or start putting some PR spin for yourself, your apologies falls flat. It doesn't feel like you're being accountable. It feels like you're just saying what's necessary to all the afterwards do everything to make your PR spin look good. You gotta let it sit sometimes. You gotta be like, I fucked up. There's no excuse. And just shut the fuck up afterwards. And just sit there.
Well, that's under the pretext that she's trying to apologize. She's not trying.
I'm talking to the viewers.
Okay.
That's for the people.
Because she's not trying to apologize.
Because sometimes good people try to apologize and they don't know why their apology is not being accepted. Yeah. And it's because right after saying you're sorry for what you did, then you're doing PR for yourself again.
Yeah.
But but you did that to me.
Yeah, I just want to make clear out there, okay? Because you made that clear, and that's great. That's wonderful. She's not trying to apologize. Just to be clear between me and y'all, she's not trying to apologize. She's trying to justify. You got the black woman in you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Yeah.
It's just missing a little.
You sang it for the Lord.
Sang it.
You sang for the Lord. That's exactly.
Sang it for the Lord.
That's crazy. We're just ending this topic. Listen, I hope she goes. She got a criminal record. I want to put this out there because what she did is really disgusting. But yeah,